state. But Mansfield is right outside of town, so by, whatever. According to this, we should make Jennifer's at 5:52 p.m.
DJ, Flying Lotus, Yoko Ono, Bioshock Infinite, Ken Levine, deep conversations with fans, movers, and shakers. Join us for the next On Point. Today at 1 p.m. East, 10 a.m. West on NPR Now.
Is your phone charging?
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Frank Sesno, George Washington University, and host
You didn't have no charge?
It did have no charge. It should have a charge now.
team in Damascus comes under fire today. The U.S. is considering possible military action in Syria. Joining me in the studio to talk about allegations of a large-scale Syrian chemical weapons attack, growing pressure on the United States to respond. Some of the strategic issues raised by all of this. David Schenker of the Washington Institute for Near East Policy, Susan Glasser of Politico, and from the studio at KGOU in Norman, Oklahoma, Joshua Mendez of the Center for Middle Eastern Studies. Good day to all of you.
No,
It
you
is a
weren't
pleasure to
charging
have
it.
you. Susan, congratulations. It's your first day in Politico.
You didn't have the thing right.
Journalism, opinion there after a distinguished career in foreign policy, so all the best.
Well, thank you very much. It's going to be a fun project.
We're
It
excited
may have
to see
been
what
turned
you
off or something. This is just now, I just messed with the cord and I'm getting this rumor touch, please wait, and a red light came.
out of Syria,
Battery charging,
claims of
power
counter-attacks here,
off.
so
Okay, but I see where you have a real low battery,
The
but
goal of the UN inspection
I don't need it, but I just wonder.
after a delay of several days to investigate the alleged chemical weapons incident in which supposedly up to
You might as well get into a full charge.
1,500 people in Syria on the outskirts of Damascus were subjected to a chemical gas attack. International medical groups have reported that several hundred were dead, that they treated something like 1,400 people. The UN inspectors today came under fire as they went out. The United States has already said they will consider this inspection, because it was so belated, to be insufficient regardless. Clearly, President Obama and his advisors are considering some sort of serious military response. Over the weekend, there have been numerous meetings. There have been consultations with Western allies, the British, the French, along with President Obama. So I think we're moving towards a long delayed reckoning with just what it would mean to have this red line, as President Obama dubbed it a year ago, crossed in such a horrific way.
David Schenker, to you, we had word just at the last little bit that the UN inspectors actually visited the site. They were just shot upon by fire earlier, but they actually visited the alleged site. Do you expect anything to come from the UN mission?
Really, I think that there is an issue not only of chain of custody, of determining after an event what exactly happened and who was responsible, but more so I think in terms of forensics, the longer the time gap is between the actual deployment of the weapon and the inspection, the harder it is to actually confirm with any certainty whether it actually happened.
Joshua Landis, let me put you into this conversation. From what we've seen and heard, from what intelligence officials surely around the world are examining, is there any way to determine what actually happened on the ground by virtue of what we've seen and heard up to now?
Well, it does seem clear that there's been a use of chemical weapons. Exactly what that is, whether it's sarin or something else, is not clear. But samples have been gotten to various outside the country, and it will be, we'll wait and see. The point, though, is that the chemical weapons and weapons of mass destruction regime that the United States is so keen to uphold and to limit the use of these weapons is a very important interest for the United States, and it will want to take a firm response. The problem is that it could very quickly slip into a full-bore military response to this Syrian civil war, because severing out the human rights violations of the Assad regime, which are multiple and many, from the use of chemical weapons is a very difficult process, and it's a cold-blooded process. America wants to respond saying
stood by for. President Clinton called that the greatest regret of his presidency. And so why is it, dead is dead, right? And so on some level, I think there's already the moral question of have we let lapse our responsibility to protect, which is an official UN doctrine, by the way, that was adopted by the international community several years ago in the mid-2000s, and yet, of course, is being honored in the breach here. And so you have this question about is there a substantive difference? And then you also have the political question. President Obama got substantial pushback in the region a year ago. And remember, it was already 1 year ago when he outlined that this was a red line, the use of chemical weapons. And there were many people in the Middle East who asked at the time, well, what does that mean? That it's okay for them to kill our children as long as they don't kill them with chemical weapons? And so I think you have this very difficult task of sorting through why it is, even if we do undertake some sort of response now, we should do so when we've stood by while 100,000 people were killed.
David Schenker. Yeah, it strikes me as quite a bit of an arbitrary trigger to have 1,000 people killed in Syria, and all of a sudden we are gearing up for a Tomahawk missile attack when you stood by essentially for 2 years as 100,000 have been killed. But I would make a wider point here, which is that this isn't just about CDW. We do have a distinct interest in maintaining this chemical weapons regime. The WMD really doesn't penalize any states that do so. It's a very clear message.
There are international treaties and there is international law built around this notion of weapons of mass destruction, chemical weapons in particular.
Right. Well, but you can go further than that. I mean, this is a problem. But we have, as the United States, a set of very distinct national interests at stake here that go beyond the chemical weapons. This is the destabilization, for example, of Iraq. You're seeing a resumption of the civil war that is spurred by the sectarian conflict in Syria. You're seeing a threat of a resumption of the civil war in Lebanon being triggered by
I can't see the
refugees, but also as well as participation in sectarian feelings in Lebanon over what's going on in Syria. You're seeing 1 million refugees in Jordan, financial crisis, and a broad range of issues here that are really get to the heart of U.S. infrastructure.
Lucas, I want to come to you and ask you about this chemical weapons threshold.
Right. Well, there are two distinct interests from the United States. One is adjudicating a civil war and stopping human rights violations, and the two is upholding this chemical weapons and weapons of mass destruction regime. And they are distinct U.S. interests. It's possible that one can do something successful about the use of chemical weapons by striking at Assad and making him fearful of using them again. Whereas trying to adjudicate the civil war, America has done this twice in the region before. It sucked us into $1 trillion expense in both of the countries, and we didn't halt the civil war. In fact, it's unclear that we've actually made the situation better. So those are two distinct problems. It's very clear why Obama is loath to get in to Syria, full war occupation of Syria, where he doesn't have a partner inside Syria, and he doesn't really have an international partner. And he's made that sort of the bellwether of his foreign policy is America's not going to do another one of these things alone. And he's right, I think, in that sense, to look for international support.
Okay, well, let's talk about that for a moment, because President Obama in the last several days has spoken with French and British leaders, Defense Secretary Hagel has spoken directly to the Syrians themselves, Secretary of State John Kerry has been speaking with the foreign minister in Russia, and certainly the Russians have kept this more than arm's length. And there was a very interesting comment today from Turkey's foreign minister, who told a Turkish daily newspaper there that more than 35 nations are considering joining the United States and taking action. In Britain, the Daily Telegraph today reports that the Royal Navy may be on the move, and officials there are quoted as saying action could take place within a week. So behind the scenes, on these international hotlines, a lot appears to be going on. What do we know beyond what I just recited about any of it?
David, well, I think we've been trying for some time to generate a coalition of the willing, not necessarily a coalition of the willing that would be ready to go to war, but an international type of consensus. This has been a key for President Obama to take any type of military action.
To take the lead, for the U.S. to take the lead?
Well, not even to take the lead. I think if you go back to Libya as the model for the president, something that is to participate in any way. We need international consensus, international legitimacy, UN Security Council, and Arab League support.
Susan Glass.
Well, and I think it's particularly urgent in this case because there's not going to be UN Security Council support for this. The Russians and the Chinese have made it very clear that they are not going to be supportive of any effort by the UN Security Council to sanction Syria, even mild politically worded language to censure and reprove Assad has never been approved by the Russians, who have been the single biggest supporters. They have supplied the military of the Assad regime. They have basically enabled him to go on fighting. And so it's very clear that there's not going to be any UN Security Council support. So it makes it all the more important for Obama to have the cloak of an international coalition backing whatever action he takes right now.
Cloak of international?
Well, it's unclear exactly who's going to actually do anything. In fact, most people envision that the United States military will undoubtedly be the vast majority of the military force behind whatever is contemplated. There are reports out of Britain, we discussed earlier, that the Royal Navy is also prepared to take part. I'm sure there may be participation by other allied coalition military forces, but undoubtedly this will be a United States-led response to Assad.
Coming up, more on the situation in Syria and the alleged use of chemical weapons there, the U.S. response, and the role of Russia in all of this. More on the Diane Reeve Show. Diane?
that's what bedevils the United States, because Russia has tons of interest there. So it gives them a front line on the Israeli conflict. They've got a military base, a naval base that's very important to the Mediterranean, only one they have. It's an old ally. And in a sense, they've drawn a red line there and saying, we're not going to give this up.
They draw their own red line, yeah, Susan.
They have.
Well, I think that's right. I think it's important to note that in many ways, Russia, Sergei Lavrov, the Russian foreign minister, has almost made it a personal crusade to block and to stymie any U.S. action and Western action in Syria over the last 2 years. And he's been successful. In part, he's claimed that we were moving when it came to the Libya intervention, and Russia famously abstained rather than used its veto in what became the resolution that triggered the Allied support for toppling Gaddafi's regime. They vowed never to let that happen again. So that's one factor driving this. I think another factor is a very cold-eyed look at the geopolitical swamp that the Middle East is reemerging into. And I'm struck by the fact that it's not that no one has gone into Syria, but in a way that everyone has gone into Syria. And that's made it an even more volatile situation than early on, when there was a question of whether the U.S. could come in as a sort of very dominant factor quickly and do something. Facts on the ground have led to the vacuum being filled, and inevitably there's a fascinating piece in the Wall Street Journal today about the role of Prince Bandar, the Saudi intelligence chief, as really leading and trying to mount a campaign to get the U.S. involved, while at the same time not waiting for the United States, supplying money, arms, training to the rebels in a way that has significantly, I think, confused them.
Yeah, where did we stay?
Was
it a Best Western? What was it?
Are in Syria as well.
Well, see, I think it was a Best Western. That's why I asked the gal last night.
Yeah, I think it was.
So I should get points for my Best Western last night.
Geopolitics. He said the U.S. military intervention would bring,
Because remember, I joined everything